Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you are doing well. Birds are all over the place. It must be bird season. Welcome to another Cider Sunday. I hope you are doing as good as you possibly can because, as we know, Monday's tax day. And remember, taxation is not theft. Taxation is extortion. Because if you don't pay them, they'll show up at your door with guys with guns. Ugh. Anyway, today we are going to take a look at a new cidery to me. This is Golden-State-Cider. Apple-driven dry ciders, Sonoma County, California. This is their Brut 1 pint. Let me get some eyeballs on. $4 for the frickin' can. $4 for a frickin' pint of cider. So love living in Biden's Whale, my friends. Contains sulfites, not a low-calorie food. Tax class, blah, 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 carbonated hard cider. The ingredients are apple juice, malic acid, and yeast. No shit, Sherlock. 100% fresh-pressed West Coast apples with champagne yeast, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, zero sugar. The thing this is missing is a friggin' monkeypox parade. Brut, effervescent, balanced, elegant. Crafted from 100% fresh-pressed West Coast apples with champagne yeast. Our keto-friendly, zero-sugar cider is an excellent choice for everyday and health-conscious consumers alike. Filtered, balanced, and effervescent with a bone-dry, elegant finish, Brut is a beautiful option for mimosas, cocktails, or on its own. Okay, well, we shall find out. They do give you recipes. You can have a sparkling cranapple punch or a golden grapefruit mimosa. Right? Just in case you don't know what Brut means, because I didn't. What is Brut champagne? Brut versus extra dry champagne from all recipes. Champagne is classified by sweetness. Brut, which means dry, raw, or unrefined in French, is the driest, meaning the least sweet. Okay, well, I don't have huge issues with that. I don't know what the hell it meant. You don't see Brut beer out there very often. But neither here nor there. We are at that point. We are going to crack. We are going to pour. We are going to shoot a temp. We'll get an SRM. Then we're going to go all Biden up on this and get the sniffer in there. In the meantime, let us play a little music. This is FM from Steely Dan. I worked with a fellow who was a really, really big Steely Dan fan. Really, really solid guy. I actually kind of miss him. Good fella, easy to work with, but one day we'll run into each other. That's kind of how shit happens in the business. All right, my friends. Hang tight. Let us frequency modulate with Steely Dan. Volume should be good. Volume should be fine. Never gonna catch the bird crazy. Almost there. You know, I am loath to cut a solo, even if it's just a sax solo. This is absolutely gorgeous. Holy crap. That is clean and crisp and clear, and if there was a 1 on Lovabond on the SRM scale, that would be a 1. She is a beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, well, it's biting time, so let's get that sniffer up in there and see what's going on. She literally smells like apple juice. I know. Amazing. It's a surprise. It's a hard apple cider. She smells like apple juice, dude. It smells really good, actually. Not dry, not acrid, just juicy. And I know they say that this is brut and it's the driest, rawest, you know. She smells sweet and fruity. So, let's slip it a tongue. Wowzers. Alright, so I don't know if you can tell, but this is super tart. Man, and she is fast, and she is really dry. She is like Arizona desert dry. And she's also dirty. Woo! Man. That tartness really, really hits and sticks. Holy jumping catfish. And that's at 46 degrees. Wowzers. Now, we might be drinking her a bit too cold. I'm not super Mr. Cider guy. I'm not cider in gear. I'm beer in gear. I just started this as kind of a lark, but, you know, one should always try and grow, no? Wow. So she comes in. It is all roof of the mouth. It is all soft palate. The insides of your teeth chalk up almost immediately. That tartness is a smack in the face. So, poof. Super fast, right to the back, down. There's no bitterness to this whatsoever, other than the tart profile. So there would be like 0 IBUs in here, but man, she's virgin on, I want to say sour, but she's closer to a really, really super tart sour beer than anything else I can describe. The nose smelled really nice, fruity, juicy. I was expecting something completely different from that. But because they said brut is what we got. Now, it's not undrinkable. It's not that it isn't a tasty or enjoyable cider, but that tartness just puts it way out of anything I'm willing to drink. When Mills was in, Mills can't drink anything sour. It triggers a TMJ. This gives me that prefrontal reflex. Woo, man. That being said, she's not bad if you like it. And on the overall, she's not bad. So, good for the style? Sure, I guess. I mean, she's not a bad cider. It's just that initial over tartness. You know what? I'm going to pause this and let it warm up. And then we'll come back and see if the flavor profile is shifted enough to make a big difference. All right? So, hang tight. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Let's see what we're up to. 55. That's about 9 degrees up. Let us see if we have any major shift in here. I mean, there is the option we were drinking her way too cold. That does happen. Still, everything about this was beautiful. This literally reminds me of champagne, and I dislike champagne. It gives me freaking headaches. But let's find out. No. She's still super tart, man. Woo. Still very dry. Now that she's warmed up a little, though, I'm getting a lot more apple. But man, I gotta tell you, it's like 33% apple, 66% brut. Just can't do that. And I like dry. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't have huge issues with dry, but holy jumping catfish. She is aggressive. That being said, this is way warmer than I would drink a beer in this color. That don't get me wrong. That's like literally a 1. It's literally what your urine should look like if you are well hydrated. Is she good for the style? You know, that's a really, really tough question. Is she good for a hard cider? Yeah, not in my book, really. Is she good for a brut hard cider? Going to assume so, but man, woof. I'll keep an eye out and I'll see if I get another one, and we'll try to remember to compare and contrast. Would I buy this again? No. Would I drink this again? No. This is going to the brothers darn here. Will I try it on tap? Little tiny taster glass, please. But I'll tap anything because you've met me. Buy it again, no. Drink it again, no. Try it on tap, yes. Handed this to me out of the cooler, I would immediately hand it right back to you and ask you what else you have. And if this is all you have in the cooler, there's a really good chance I'm going to go over to the bar. Just saying. She's not untasty. It's just that super, super tartness. I don't know if that's what they were going for. I just don't have enough juice behind me in this end of it. But I've never imbibed. I've never imbibed anything this brutally tart in a cider before. So I'm going to be generous and give it a 4. I don't think it's a bad product. I think I just walked into something I wasn't ready and expecting. And it shows. So, Thanks for coming by and putting some eyeballs on here. You are my people, and I love you. I always want you to be the big three. I want you healthy, happy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, head on a swivel, hot and handy. This might really work for you if you're into that. The kid used to eat horrible candy. I have no idea what the hell they ate, like warheads and stuff. And I was like, how do you eat this? And then I remembered I'm old and I don't eat candy anymore. So there's that. It might float your boat. Again, it's not a bad product. Holy, oof. Not ready for that when I walked into it. So, it is what it is. I will catch you on the next one, my friends. Yes, I will toast you. She is beautiful. She's pretty. Man, that tongue is sharp. And again, tends to remind me of most of the beautiful and pretties I've spent any real time with. So, is what it is. Until next time, my friends, remember, I love you. You are my people, and I want you to be the light. I want you to be the guiding beacon so that others may find the path and follow. It's important as shit, especially now. Let's go. No.